Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful and amazing day today. We're going to be talking about basically Wave 3 starters for Beyblade Burst Rise. The main topic of discussion is Union Achilles. I will talk about some other things as we go through in this video. Now, all the photos that I got were from my own coverage at the New York Toy Fair. I was able to see all the products that were there just to see for the demo. I was able to turn stuff around just to see how it looks, and I'm really excited to actually talk about it. I'll probably see how many. I'm not going to do too much, just I'll try to do maybe like the main base separate videos of coverage in depth, because obviously when I'm at the toy fair I have limited time to talk and speak, and then I have to go home and then edit the thing, right? So that's why I want to do videos like this, not like to milk it. It's actually because I want to have the discussion of these things and try to talk about it. Because eventually, when later down the line in this year, when actual like wave products, with actual wave of pictures gets released for the products, it's gonna be like, oh well, I wonder what this is. Well, we can't really see it up close. Well, guess what? I got the pictures to see it up close, so we don't gotta wait that long. So the base we'll be talking about is going to be the bays that, by the way, first of all, channel memberships, by the way, check it out. If you can, you can, you can't, you can't. It is an optional way to support this channel. 13 and up, obviously, if you are the age of 13 and up, consider it. Otherwise, don't. And if you can't really, like, you don't want to say, okay, well, you want to know what much I support the channel, I can't really do the tier stuff, that's fine. Thank you for support regardless. I'm just going to keep on saying that. But, the bays we're going to be going over in this, and the ones that we've confirmed that are definitely going to be in Wave 3. We think the repeat is going to be Venom Devilos in the wave, because with how the waves work, there's never like a complete like 4, it's always like one repeat. So we think Venom Devilos, which is this one right here, will be the repeat. I believe it is. If it is not, I will genuinely be surprised, but very, 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 very confident that what did they even like the listing say? New Devilos is just going to be a Venom repeat. Very confident in that. The other base, which was Valtryek V5 RD, we're going to get into what that is and what we believe that is. Harmony Pegasus, Union Achilles. Those are the starters we're going to be talking about, and I'll be breaking down the gimmicks, how Hasbro handled it, the differences you can see on the actual product, and we're going to begin. So the one I actually want to go right off the bat to talk about, Valtryek RD. So I believe it is going to be, I believe everything that was up for displays is going to be up to Wave 3. So I believe that Valtryek V5, or the RD, which is just Rebecca, is going to just be Cosmic Valtryek. Because if you think about it, it's really plausible that it would be like that. Now, first of all, looking at it, doesn't look that bad. And the reason why I'm saying that is because there are, I'm very critical when I say something doesn't look good. I've criticized Joker for not having good deck. I even criticized, even though Zone's a good bay, I even said Zone, you want to know what? The deck is not too good on that one. So I have been, like, people think for some reason I'm just biased towards Hasbro. No, I actually do criticize it. Cosmic Valtryek looks good. The reason why I'm saying it looks good, and the reason why I'm appreciating that is because without Hasbro did Cosmic, like Kraken, they only did like one coloring, like the single color of the layer base, and that was it. That also repeated on to other things that were Cosmic. But when you actually look at it, it actually just has the detail on it. And that's good. Maybe like the only thing that's missing is just like those two small stickers that are like going between it. But honestly, like, I don't really want to complain about that. Going over all the images, different shot of it. Again, definitely has the detail there. It actually looks good. For the parts, couldn't really tell too much from the side profile. It was really, why did I say it like that? From the side, I did try to see, kind of from the side, I'm not too sure what it is. I really wish I knew what it was. I don't even know what the disc is going to be. I would assume the disc is going to be one of the new Hasbro discs. Maybe it's going to be like, maybe it's going to be Ratchet or something. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't think it's something like 11 or anything like that. Just going over it. But at the end, I will actually get out the TAKARA TOMY versions of the base I'm talking about, just to quickly like say the differences and whatever. But in terms of the appearance and everything, they nailed it. They actually did multiple layers. You actually see the... Here's the thing. Hasbro layer bases don't have like the layers that TT has, right? It's just the single thing and hollowed out. That leads to some issues with it. But you can clearly see when they want to make something look good, they make it look good. Like Rock Dragon looks good. This looks... There are many examples of where it looks good, and this is one of them. So, no complaints there. So, Harmony Pegasus, right? Harmony Pegasus. So, Harmony Pegasus, as it kind of does look, it is for the lighting. It's not actually black. It is just... Like, if anything, I would just say it's slightly darker than the original Having Pegasus, but that's really it. It does look really nice. I think... I can't remember. Is it transparent on the thing? I have to go see on the other... No, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. If I go on the... Yeah. There's clearly some... there is some transparency on that thing. I'm a little bit surprised. So, with how they did Heaven Pegasus, visually, not talking about anything else right now, just purely on the visuals, you see, this is what I mean when I say they just do the deck right. Stuff can look really good. Like, this looks solid. Like, this looks solid. The only issue that I have with it is that, okay, with Dusk Balkesh, they don't have the... First of all, none of the stuff have the gimmicks, right? Okay, whatever. They don't have the gimmicks. With Dusk Balkesh, they colored the parts where the little circle thing comes out on Dusk, or I should say Dread. With Heaven Pegasus, the wings are supposed to pop out, right? Or Harmony Pegasus. The wings are supposed to pop out. Now, if the wings were yellow, I would have said, you want to know what? It's completely solid. Unfortunately, the wings are not yellow. Unless they somehow manage to change it by the time it releases. Will they? Who knows? This is New York Toy Fair coverage. Sometimes there might be slight changes to release. I see that because there have been times where a Bey will look one way, and then after when it gets released, it looks a little bit different. But that's in general. That's not like just with Beyblade Burst. But yeah, other than the wings not being painted, it does look fine. I am wondering how it's going to perform now that the wings are completely pushed out. Before it kind of had sort of like a round shape, but now that since the wings are out, it kind of has like a different like contact point since it's just like kind of out. As far as Dusk Balkesh was, since Dusk Balkesh kind of had the things forced out, did it perform well? I would have to say that it did, like using Dusk as an example, since Dusk and Harmony are kind of similar for the gimmicks they had on the Japanese TAKARA TOMY products. So, will Harmony be good? Maybe with the wings out? Now, going actually over the other stuff to cover with Harmony, which is actually the performance tip, just to talk about that, it is this. There is no proof frame on Harmony Pegasus, sadly. Low looks like this. So low actually is like a short Hypersphere tip. Like, I actually thought it wouldn't be. It actually is. And they did actually manage to kind of get the shape of it. Obviously, low has the metal on the thing. This is Hypersphere. It's like, I'm not expecting the metal or anything like that. It's fine. I would actually say, too, it's pretty simple. Okay, so Dusk has one big issue, and the fact that it didn't come with the frame. And the reason why is because since these layer bases are hollowed out, if you hit underneath it, since there's nothing there underneath it, it's going to burst right away. I would recommend, especially since I recommended it with Dusk, with Harmony Pegasus, whenever this comes out, you got to slap on a frame. I think in general, you should be slapping on frames. You shouldn't just have the disc like with nothing else on it. You know? But slap on a frame. Since Hasbro'S has not released proof as of this recording, if they hopefully please do proof in the future and all the other missing frames, I don't know, throw in Expands from Air Knight, I guess. That should work out fine. Because that's the only other thing I can think of. Like, what else? Like a really round frame that Hasbro actually released. Oh, it's that. Okay, moving on now to the main event. The main... First of all, just other shots I had to Harmony, just going over it. It's going over the main one, which is Union Achilles. So Union Achilles is missing some parts in the detail department. However, there is something very interesting about it, which is what stopped me from going on any sort of rant with it. Okay, so notice how Union Achilles looks. Here's a closer shot of the Union Achilles that we have. So other than the fact, you know, it's missing the parts where it's the blue and the little design on the blue part, you know, like basically like all the stickers that Union should have had on it, right? If you're gonna notice something, here's what I thought with Union Achilles. Okay, if they're gonna do Union Achilles, I doubt they're gonna do the mode change. They're most likely gonna keep it where it's one piece of the mold, and it'll maybe look like awkward paint. However, I was able to get a little bit of a closer look, and it honestly looks like there is a mode. Now, I actually have evidence to prove this, right? Not just speculation. Okay, first of all, here is a shot I actually have of Union Achilles where you can actually look at it, and I've actually circled this to show you what I mean. Now, if you're gonna notice, the actual Union armor has the Retsu on it, but if you're gonna notice, underneath it, there is also metallic paint of the other hexagons on it. Now, the reason why is because Union actually in the Japanese TAKARA TOMY release does have two modes, speed and power mode. And here's the thing, when you look at it, why would they have those two different layers of it? It doesn't make any sense. And you can definitely see there's parts of it where it doesn't look like it's matched up right. Probably meaning that maybe they flipped the Union armor the wrong way, and that's what can maybe support the fact that it does have the mode change. Okay, but you're saying, you wanna know what? Maybe it's an issue with the mold, whatever. What else do you got? Okay. Now here's the shot I actually have of Union in the TAKARA TOMY Union Achilles. Now if you notice, I even drew over the part where the Union armor is and how it connects, and it clearly does look like Union Achilles has the parts where you could remove it. Now, how are they gonna do the thing where you remove the armor? Let's probably modify it a bit to where you can still put the chip over it. Now, I think the evidence that I showed proves that Union has the mode change, right? I don't think, you think Union? I think so. Unless somehow I'm wrong, and they just somehow have the piece where it looks like you can take it off and that's it, I do believe there's the mode change. Now, first of all, this is what Extend Hypersphere looks like. I don't know what they're gonna call it, extended, extension, I don't know what they're gonna call it. But, going over to here, we're not have the Japanese products to talk about. All right, first off, Cosmo Valkyrie. Yeah, they literally just missed 2 stickers and that's it. See, I don't even care. And I guess you count the red hexagons. Whatever. All right, Harmony Pegasus. Heaven Pegasus compared to Harmony. Again, good job, minus the wings. I guess also this part here. Yeah, really just this part here and the wings. Because they really just got like, yeah. But, Union Achilles. So, all of this factored in. If Union does have the mode change, that's going to be good. Just because of the fact that it has the mode change. Now, speed mode is not like good for anything. I hate speed mode, but if you have speed and power mode, that at least shows they put the most amount of love into the Achilles, because Achilles is like something that's a fan favorite. So maybe they didn't want to screw it up, or not screw it up, but you know what I mean. Like not do the thing they did with Judgment Joker. Like I think because Union Achilles is just like a relevant bait. Maybe that's why they put the change in there. I hope to God the mode change is there. It really does look like it. I think honestly, like Union, okay, here's the thing. TT did really botch up Union because it is a bait that evolved having metal on it, and they just made it to where there's no metal and it's just metallic paint. Now, Hasbro can't screw this up at all because there's no metal on Union Achilles, minus layer weight, obviously. So, meaning TT, like I said, probably did this on purpose, so when Hasbro later on does Union Achilles, there's no complaints of the metal thing. So that's my little talking of Achilles. I'm honestly hyped for it. I hope if it has the mode change, it's gonna be awesome. I actually think Hypersphere Union is gonna be really good for Hasbro. Just considering everything. Because the reason why Union and TAKARA TOMY doesn't work is the lack of metal and everything. Minus the obvious factors of the shape and everything, and the hips and everything you can give and take, right? But since Hasbro's done all this thing with the balancing, whatever, Union is probably not going to be that bad at all. Converts, to really talk about it, is an oval shape. It's kind of similar to like the shape of 00. It's probably going to be 19 grams, which is going to suck, whatever. Anyways, tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. I am personally excited for this. I think they're going to do good with Wave 3. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Have an awesome, amazing day. And links in the description for all my New York Toy Fair coverage. If you want to see any of the Toy Fair coverage that I've done, links in the description for everything. Thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day.